Broncos 0, Catalan Dragons 34 as the Dragons go 2 from 2 in the Betfred Super League in 2024. Let's talk about London Broncos first and foremost. First of all, well done to all of the fans that turned up to support London. What a great atmosphere it sounded in the stadium, on the TV. Fully enjoyed that. It was a shame they couldn't get a try, wasn't it, for the travelling support. I thought the pitch was the best we've seen thus far in round number 2. Lots to be happy about if you're a London fan, of course, going into this one, really. I thought, one thing that you've got to say about London, they don't have to keep going. I mean, unless a team would have given up right to the death, they were trying to get that try for the supporters. And I think, we've got to give them credit for that, haven't we? That was really good to see. A lot of spirit in the London Broncos side. And Mike Eccles, I'm sure, is delighted with the effort shown by the players. There were some nice moments in this as well. I thought James Meadows was a lovely little cameo where he did a dummy, went round the back, and then he offloaded a lovely little moment. Now, James Meadows has got quality. There's no doubt. There's a lot of players in the London side that have got quality. I think the problem is that there's no real superstars in there. They're all of a similar level, and that's going to cause them problems against the bigger sides like Catalan and Saints. They've had a torrid opening couple of rounds, haven't they, in terms of who they've been drawn by the Rugby Football League. They did them no favours at all when they put the fixtures together. I thought Ollie Leyland as well at fullback yet again. I mean, when you consider how much this guy's been peppered in the first 2 games, not a single error in this game from Ollie Leyland. He had another really good performance. But I think the problem for me, and this is the problem, and I said this at the start of the season, the problem for the London Broncos for me is that the pack is not big enough. It's ineffective. Reece Kennedy allowed to let go by OKR. Of course, they swapped him with Jai Whitbread, who had an absolute storming game this week against the Leeds Rhinos. Reece Kennedy in this 9 carries for 39 metres. That's just not good enough. I know you're coming up against Catalan Dragons, but 39 metres from a prop forward. Yes, he was doing 41 tackles. We've got to give him credit for that. That will, of course, sap the energy. But on the front foot, he's got to be laying the platform so they don't have to be doing as much tackling. Not good enough. And, Butler as well. We like Butler. He had to do 46 tackles in this. 40 metres from 7 carries. Not that bad. I mean, 40 metres from 7, it's averaging 6 metres a carry. But again, is that going to be good enough to really see them right in this season? I don't think it is. Lots of heart, lots of desire. Really like that about any rugby team. We've seen some other teams in the past, put up the white flag, not perform well at all. London haven't done that in either game, and they may actually take it as a little bit of a positive. Of course, 6 points less than what St Helens put on them last week. Of course, they didn't score this week, but they did keep Catalan to 34. So, it's been interesting to see what Mike Eccles have got to say at the end of this one. Right, let's move over to the Catalan Dragons, who, again, had a brilliant game. Nick Arima sounds like a Formula One race car, and boy, does he move like one. Incredible pace from a standing start. This kid, for me, as the season goes on, is perhaps going to be one of the standout players of 2024. Very, very, very nice try from Nick Arima. Tariq Sims, yet again, on the score sheet. 2 really good second-row tries on the edges from Tariq. Solid, isn't it? It's been a solid start from Tariq Sims. He'll be delighted. Good to see for Hadji back for the Catalan Dragons. He's not been really getting much of a look in, has he, since Johnston came to the club? But he was out there. He'll be disappointed, as would Johnston, really, not to be on the score sheet at the London Broncos. They'll be disappointed with that. Now, we've been talking a lot about Theo Farge on Super League Raw Weekly. The pressure on him, especially with the emergence of Nick Arima, Abdul coming in. But, well done to him. 2 really good tries, brave tries from Theo Farge, and he'll be feeling a little bit happier about life, I'm sure, as a consequence of that. The other positive here as well for the Catalan Dragons, 9 of their starting 17 were of French origin, which again has got to be celebrated for the French game. That's what it's all about. Well done, Steve McNamara, growing their own products, putting them on the field, having the faith in them. Absolutely superb. And of course, we've got to remember that the 18th man was Machula Guerra as well. So there's a 10th in 18. So, well done there. The forward pack on this one just punched holes left, right, and centre right through the London Broncos. None more so than Chris Satai, 172 metres from 16 carries from Big Christopher. Oh, yes, of course, that's not his real name. But what an incredible performance from Satai. Hull FC fans must be weeping, absolutely weeping, the void that he has left. I mean, it's early days for SCSA and Franklin Pelly, but when this guy went over to Catalan Dragons, this is a folklore, folk hero, whatever you want to say. Chris, outstanding and delivering superbly well for the Catalan Dragons. 172 metres from 16 carries. bruising, absolutely bruising. But again, the supporting pack, Desiree, I like Desiree. He did 116 metres in this one, which is not bad. In fact, most of the forwards did. Mike McMeekin off the bench, 105. Garcia back. We love Garcia. 111 metres from Garcia. And Neverett, 102. Bousquet, 101. Now, on the topic of Bousquet, we've seen this in the first few rounds. I just call it out. I say it as it is. Come on, Catalan. Come on, Catalan. Bit of play acting going on. Bit of play acting going on. There was a moment there in the game where Bousquet had a little tap on the chin, and it was like a footballer. What's all that about? No, 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 no. We're not having that in rugby league. Julien, my friend, sort yourself out. That is not what it's all about. We saw quite a bit of that going on against Warrington. And then that, go back, watch it on the TV and get ready for it. No, that's not rugby league. We're not having that. So come on, we love the Catalan Dragons. They play a lovely brand of rugby league. This team could go far this year, but one thing that we don't support is rugby league players acting like footballers. That ain't happening. Sort it out. Come on, Steve. You know that's not right. Let's start playing the game. It's all well and good players saying we're going out on strike. It's all well and good players saying they need to have a voice. The voice isn't, if you know what I'm saying. Let's carry on. No, we're not having that. No. Not good enough at all. I'll tell you another player as well I was quite pleased for in this one was Sirenen. He for me had a very, very solid game. He started really well. Really well did Sirenen in this one in second row. The brother of Curtis. And yeah, again, solid. But, let's get straight to it. Who's the 3-2-1? Well, yet again, you have to say, Jordan Abdley was giving it on the TV. And sometimes, we're always saying it's a bit too easy to keep giving these man of the match awards to Jordan Abdul. It's too easy. But his kicking game in this was on point. 16 kicks in general, play 11 attacking kicks. He controlled the attacks all the time. He also had an assist in this one. So again, Jordan Abdul, like he did last year for OKR, taking maximum points yet again from Super League Raw in our man of the match and in our Super League Player of the Season award table. I think he won't be a million miles off 3 points in the Albert Goldthorpe or, in fact, the Man of Steel itself. So that's Jordan Abdul with 3. 2 Theo Farge. Like I say, a lot of pressure on Farge for me with the with Abdul coming in and Nicarima, who's just like I say, box office. But yeah, Farge, he did his talking on the pitch in this one. Very assured performance, 2 nice tries. Well done. And Tariq Sims, another point for Tariq Sims. We'll give Tariq Sims 1 in this again. 2 tries from second row. Can't really argue with that. Chris Satai, very, very unfortunate. It was between him and probably Sims, but Sims' 2 tries just gets it. I'm sure Chris will be scoring points throughout the season. So there's our 3-2-1. 3 for Abdul, 2 for Theo Farge, 1 for Tariq Sims. What did you make of the London Broncos performance? What are you making of their heart? What are you making of their desire? What did you make of the London spectators in the stadium, the atmosphere that they generated? What are you making thus far of the Catalan Dragons? They mean business, don't they? Let's be absolutely honest about that. A superb performance yet again from Steve McNamara's troops in this one. So there you go, in the sheds. London Broncos 0, but let's be fair, let's give them a lot of credit. Good effort, plenty of desire in this one. 34 for the Catalan Dragons, who yet again have eyes on Old Trafford. Yes, it's early days, but they mean business when the top 6 is concerned. We'll see you later on the day. That's been In the Sheds. Bye for now.